Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing a chatty video and I have not sat down and done a chatty video for YouTube in 9 months, and if you go back and watch that video, it was really hard for me. I was in a terrible place mentally, just having a really tough time, and I won't lie to you, it took me about 5 months to pull me out of that really negative place. And I realised I never really gave anyone an update on how I managed to get out of that and really what I'm doing now. We're in 2024, like, come on, Sophie. So maybe you have found my YouTube channel through Flexmas, which I absolutely loved, by the way. And today I'm just basically here to give you some 2024 updates and just all things Sophie Brace Fit in 2024. So yeah, let's go. So I feel like it would be right to start this video acknowledging where we left off 9 months ago. And if you have watched that video, you'll know I had just lost a big contract. I was feeling very vulnerable. I was feeling quite self-conscious. I wasn't quite sure if I was cut out for this self-employed thing. And I really want to go back and give that Sophie a hug. Not like we are completely fine and reassured right now. God, I'll get emotional if you see my eyes filling up with tears. But I did manage to get through that really rough period, and I backed myself and I decided that I would be staying self-employed and just keep trying to follow my dreams. I think what happened and what I had to come to terms with is I got given an incredible opportunity which allowed me to quit my job. It fast-tracked my career by like 10 steps. So I got fast-tracked, I got thrown all the way up here, both, you know, career-wise, financially, and then I had a rapid drop back to reality. And that's not saying that I wasn't working very, very hard on my own personal projects before then, because I really was with the studio. But in these 2 incredible years, I allowed myself to have different priorities. I travelled, I saw some amazing places, and I didn't have to focus as much on my personal projects, which is, well, okay, I say I didn't have to, I didn't. And that is something that I am going to have to accept that I didn't do and not regret. But it got to the point last year where I was like, okay, all I have is my personal projects and I haven't really spent the time developing them. So I think last year I was feeling just a whole bag of mixed emotions, right? And so after I filmed that video, I remember I had a really rough month, and then I thought, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do here? And I was like, went into like survival mode. I was like, okay, this is how we're going to make money. This is how we're going to support ourselves. I reached out to all of my friends I knew that owned gyms locally, and I was like, can I teach a strong and flexi class for you? I booked in workshops. I ended up teaching about 4 more workshops last year, including one at IFS. I started my online coaching business, and what we'll get onto is I decided to change up the structure of my membership. So, you know, ultimately, the universe, I do believe in the universe. You might think I'm a bit woohoo, but I feel like the universe made a decision for me because it knew I was getting complacent, and it was like, right, time to get back on the grind, Sophie, you know. So it definitely wasn't easy, but I am very, very proud of myself, and I don't think I'm definitely not in a position where I feel hugely financially secure or like job secure at the moment, but I know the path now, and so yeah, I'm a lot happier, if you can tell, than I was in that previous video. But without dwelling too much on 2023, I wanted to give you a quick update on 2024. So the biggest update in 2024, which has me smiling from ear to ear, is I launched an app, guys. I launched an app. If you have been here a long time, you know I have been teaching classes since lockdown. I have always been so passionate about the style of classes I teach. I've managed to put my own twist on it. I'm very passionate about the education of flexibility and not wasting people's time. It's like, okay, where's the gap where it's not quite yoga? It's maybe not something that I want to spend all my time doing, but I really want to achieve these things and I don't know how to. And I was like, cool, I'm going to fill the gap. And so I made a decision that I was going to move from my website, which is where I hosted my studio, to an app. Very difficult, very risky, especially when you're a business owner. But I just know, and I'm confident that it is the best decision for my business. It is so much more user-friendly. There is so much opportunity to scale, and it's so clear and easy for you guys to make progress, and that is all I could have ever wanted. And it went live about when this video comes out 2 weeks ago, and the response has been incredible. I feel so grateful for just this incredible community of people that I have come to know through my social media, and I'm committing to at least once a month you will get a taster class on YouTube. So if you aren't able to be part of, you know, the studio or the app, what was the studio, which is now the app, you will be able to take similar classes via my YouTube channel. The great thing about the new app is it has scope to move into self-guided programs, so where everything has always been follow along, which is a massive passion project of mine. Like, I think that's where I really excel, is in these follow along classes. But I also have this big passion for training in general, not just flexibility training towards a specific goal, but moving your body in ways that benefit your flexibility. And so calisthenics programs, gym programs that have an emphasis on developing range of motion, these are all things that are going to be able to be on this new app, which I just wouldn't have been able to do before. So much is coming in 2024. I have planned everything. I am so inspired to just serve my community and give you guys the best content without the crap, basically. All the details will be in the description box if you want to go check it out too. Let's talk workshops, retreats, coaching. I have continued to be an online coach in 2024, and I have kept it very small. I've not really tried to grow that business too much, but saying that, the results I have had from my clients have been so incredible, because I have mostly done a lot of group work and the PT that I have done has been normal gym training. Being able to work so much more closely with people one-to-one on their flexibility and handstand goals has been so special, actually, and it's taught me so much, and I feel so much more educated as a coach now, being able to put all of the knowledge, so all of like the theory, into practice, because no matter how much you know about a topic or an exercise, there is nothing quite like watching someone put it into practice, and you'll notice some things work, some things don't. The way that you coach changes, and so that has been really special for me. And I am still taking on online clients, so if you see this and you do want to work with me from a calisthenics, handstand, flexibility point of view, don't hesitate to reach out and get in touch. But I've also taught a lot more workshops this year, last year, and plan to do this year, which has also been a real big learning experience for me. The more I do, the better I get, and I really feel now I'm coming into my own as a coach, and that's only, you know, like 3-4 years down the line of doing this. And so in 3 weeks I'm going to Morocco to be a guest trainer on my very first retreat. What? Like, pinch me, this is crazy. I haven't quite got my head around it, but I'm going there for a week in Morocco to teach handstands and flexibility to a group of people I've never met. So again, just another phenomenal opportunity that's made me realise maybe I want to do my own retreats in the future. I have definitely got some plans to do that, and so that is all in the woodwork for the end of the year. I think that's probably everything from like the work coaching front. Update number 2 I guess this is slightly coaching, but I am going to be doing a lot more in-person PT. I am just really excited to start bringing what I do to a more local community. I've been teaching a regular flexibility class once a week at my friend's CrossFit gym, and just seeing like general population people, everyday people that would never probably take a flexibility class do my style of workouts and training and enjoy it has been so amazing to me. And I just was like, I want to bring more of that to my local community. So I'm going to plan on doing that by PTing privately and also bringing some more classes to my local area. Because I am a home girl, you know, my relationship's at home. As much as I love travelling, I'm probably always going to be based in the UK. I thought, you know, that's something that I really want to do. I wanted to touch a little bit on socials because I finally hit 100k on Instagram, everyone. And I know that's probably might not be a big deal to some people, and you know, some people have achieved that so quickly. It's taken me 8 years. 8 years to go 100,000 followers on Instagram. It still feels like a really big milestone for me that I am really proud of, and that I have worked incredibly hard to achieve. And I'm proud of myself for a few reasons. The first, I never gave up. I have been so consistent in just keeping going, even if it wasn't every single week. Maybe I haven't had the clearest vision or strategy, but I did just keep going. 2, I stayed completely true to myself the whole entire time. I have shown every up, every down, every part of my journey. And if you scroll back through my Instagram account, you will watch me grow up, which I have no shame in, you know. Part of my Instagram was never just about the business. Now it is about the business, but it was never just about the business. I was just a girl figuring out what she wanted to do in life, and I've really explored that whole journey through my Instagram, and I've never pretended to be anyone else. And 3, I always have stuck to my morals, because there are a lot of people online that are just lying to you to sell you something. They're lying to sell you something. They don't really care about you, they care about their check. And that's nothing on them. Like, I actually wish I could be a little bit more like that. But 1, I'm just not very good at lying and talking about things that I don't actually like. I'm really thinking about the ways I can create my content, or the type of content I want to create to reach the audiences that I want to reach, and just really just connect with my existing community, you know. I've been in this game a very long time, maybe not doing the best at it, but I've been in it for a very long time. And so being authentic and being true to me is so important to myself and my journey. And it's like, how do I continue being that even though I'm not feeling the most confident, or I'm not feeling like I'm doing the best job? Because there have definitely been a couple moments over the past few months where I've been like, this is exhausting, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I want this to sound like an oh woe is me thing. Like, clearly maybe it's something that I'm not getting quite right, but it took me a while to be like, not letting it affect me so personally. And so that's kind of where I'm at in 2024, is to remember what I loved about social media, but also really put across who I am. I am a coach now. I'm an established coach. I'm very good at what I do. I've got information that I want to share, and I want to put it across in a way that people can understand. But I'm also human, and I'm also struggling with some body image things, and I'm trying to learn new skills, and just trying to really cultivate an audience that is interested in the same things as me. So like, that's a big thing I'm thinking of as we move into this new year. A big goal for me this year is also just to work on my confidence. I've definitely felt like my confidence just isn't there. And you know what, I watched One Day on Netflix the other day, and it made me sob my heart out. And I just felt like the points in it were so true. Like, I don't want to waste my 20s being insecure. I should be proud to be me and to show up as myself. And I'm really trying to do that this year. So this is also why I'm back talking to the camera, because I want to do things that scare me and things that make me feel a little bit uncomfortable. Hopefully, by committing to myself to be more open via my socials, I can find a little bit more self-acceptance and kindness for myself, because the reality, there's probably loads of other 26-year-olds that feel how I feel. Anyway, before I keep you too long, I'm still with my lovely boyfriend. We are working very hard on both of our businesses, trying to move out. I am still on my hormone health train. If you have watched my previous videos, you know that I've been off of hormonal birth control. I think we're coming up to maybe 6 years now. I do have had a little bit of a health scare recently, which I don't actually know too much about what it's going to involve, so I don't want to go too much into it, but I am going to be having some tests and stuff done. If anything does come out of that, I will share in case anyone has had a similar experience. I have a little niece now, which is so fun. I'm sure there are so many more updates that I have missed out, but this is going to be a regular thing, I promise you. So I can't wait to catch up in the next video, and I'll see you soon.